Hmm. Should I sell my stocks now? Maybe. Hit send and... Can't do it. But what if it goes down even more tomorrow? Alright, let's do it. No. You know what? Come on. The markets are definitely going to go down. Here we go. No way. Markets are closed. Hey YouTube, welcome back to the Fire Grind. Here we talk about all things to do with personal finance, especially how you and I can become financially independent. This gives us the option to quit the 9-to-5 rat race and pursue something more meaningful, like maybe a career in a field that you never got the chance to study for, or doing some volunteer work. Or maybe you have hobbies that take more than 3 weeks, and that's all the vacation you have. Today on this episode, we'll be going over when you should sell stocks in the stock market. If you're not watching this in February of 2020, you're probably wondering, why are they talking about selling stocks? Well, let me tell you, coronavirus has just hit the news hard, and investors are trying to get out of the market as quick as possible. There's fear in everyone's hearts of how many people will be infected and what the effects of this will be in 6 months from now. So for this reason, everyone's asking the question, should I sell stocks today? Should I sell them tomorrow? Should I wait a week? I talked about this in a recent video and I'll link it up above. Just my thoughts on the initial reaction by the market to coronavirus, and this happened about 4 days ago, where a lot of news broke out about coronavirus spreading to different countries. So I'll be giving some reason as to why you might want to sell stocks today. Before we move any further, I'm going to throw on a sweater. It's pretty cold outside and the snow is blowing. That's a lot better. If I were to sell stocks today, here are my top 3 reasons as to why I would do so. The first reason is actually not really related to the market downturn, but it's rather related to a personal situation. Let's say I needed cash like 12 months from now, and I knew that, so I decided that I need to start pulling money out of the market because I won't be able to earn enough in order to get that payment for the item that I'm purchasing. The fear in my mind is that the stock market could continue to drop. So that could be a good reason for me to sell right now as the market is dropping. Typically in a market crash, we can see anywhere from a 10 to 25% dip. And currently, I'd say the stock market is on about a 10% dip. If we're going to hit that 25% dip, of course it is better to sell out now. So for this reason, it might be worth it to sell out now in order to protect that capital for a future purchase down the road that requires a large sum of money. The second reason as to why I might be selling stocks right now is just exiting positions that I don't really believe in. And I wouldn't just exit them and leave this money in cash. See, when a stock market is crashing, not just one stock or another is crashing, it's the entire market. So the stock that I don't really believe in might have dropped 25%, but a stock that I really want to purchase might have also dropped 25%. Maybe it's even dropped more or a little less. If you buy and sell in a market crash, and stock A that you're holding you don't really believe in has dropped 25%, and so stock B, which you believe in, has dropped 25%, if you sell A and buy B, then really in the grand scheme of things, as the whole economy shifts back up about a couple of years from now, you're not really losing anything. It's like the idea of selling your house in a down market. If you're selling in a down market, you get less money, but at the same time, you're also paying less for the house that you're going to buy. It's only if you sell out completely and you hold your money, thinking that the market will continue to drop for the next year, but then you get surprised when 2 weeks down the road, the market just shoots up. And at that point, you're just playing catch up. The third reason as to why I might sell out of the stock market is because I might want to take a bit of a gamble and think that tomorrow it'll continue dropping. And usually this takes a lot of assessment of the situation. So if we look at coronavirus today, you can see that there's a lot of news articles coming out about the fear of coronavirus amongst the people all over the world. Like, for example, today at work, I even got an email, and I'm in Canada. We only have about 14 cases of coronavirus and no deaths at all. However, there's precaution being taken all over the world. So right now, I don't know if it's the best time for me to sell out personally, because the fear is completely widespread. This could be near the bottom. However, if it was a little earlier and I wanted to take a bit of a gamble, I could have sold out earlier and waited for the market to drop. If you're doing this technique, you also have to understand that the market could also jump back up. So don't expect that you're going to sell out high and be able to buy lower. Maybe you want to go in with the expectation of, I'm going to sell out because I'm taking profits right now, or sell out because I really don't like the stock and I just want to have some cash on the side for averaging into other positions. This is a better way to look at it. Personally, I'm excited about this downturn in the stock market. I've actually started selling out of some of the positions in my private portfolio because there's companies there that I don't truly believe in anymore because there might have been a fundamental shift in the business. So I've decided to pull that money out, and I do believe that the stock market might continue to drop a bit more because we haven't found a cure for coronavirus, and there's a lot of fear in the market, and usually these drops take about 2 to 3 weeks based off of trends that I've seen before. So I'm willing to hold on to cash and take that risk in looking for lower prices for a lot of the stocks. However, in my Wealthsimple portfolio, a lot of the stocks that I bought have huge growth potentials ahead of them. They're still very small companies, and they can continue to grow year after year. For other positions like the dividend plays, those I don't plan to sell out because they'll continue to pay me cash month over month, year over year, and I plan to just maybe average into these positions that are falling lower, and one of these stocks I mentioned was Manulife in my previous video. So if you have any questions or comments about when you should sell stocks, just leave them down below. I try to reply to every single comment each day. As well as, if you really liked what I presented here, please consider smashing the like button because my YouTube channel does depend upon that. As well as clicking the subscribe button. In the next video that I release, I'll actually be going over some of the stats about coronavirus and just showing you the trends and how it might affect the market, and using hard data rather than just looking at all the news articles and taking that as there's a lot of fear in the market. We have to understand that as a virus continues to grow and spread, there may be an exponential curve. And if the infection rate is tapering off and starting to plateau, then people will start to realize the threat's not as big as we thought. And we can look at past experiences with H1N1 as well as SARS. These epidemics are very similar to the level of fear that we see in the market right now about coronavirus. However, the market situations were very different. So stay tuned and I'll be discussing more about that. Keep up the grind and have a great day. Coronavirus. Tee hee.